beaded pets here. So last time we made this lovely butterfly. Super pretty. And I wanted to go ahead and make another one, and this time do it in more of a tutorial style, as I recently got a question on that previous YouTube video about making wings. So let's get this into view for you here. So this time I want to go ahead and make this dragonfly here. So we're going to go ahead and follow this format, and then I can go ahead and show you how to make these wings here. So put that off to the side so I can take a look at it, and we will reference back to this image. So to start, we are going to get some of this string here. Braid that end a little bit. I used to make these quite a bit when I was younger, pre-teens, early teens, and I really enjoyed making them and having them around. It was a nice, easy craft to do that didn't require too many supplies. So for starters, we are just gonna select a color for string. So I have white and black here. I'm gonna go ahead and use the white today. And it does give you references for recommended cord length. So in this case, the dragonfly is 4 feet. Usually I will just eyeball this, but we can go ahead and use this ruler here. 2, 3, and 4, and then just a little bit extra to be safe. Rest of the string aside. And then this particular kit comes with 2 options. We can use a standard key ring or one of these little clips. Pretty much any type of fastener you want to put it to is fine. I generally don't like to use these personally because I find these little inside clips tend to break off. That's just me personally. And then to attach to the key ring, you're going to loop the ends together so you've got it all looped together. So you're going to get it on the loop there. Okay, so through the loop, and then you're going to grab these and pull. And it creates a knot. So I'm going to show you how to do that one more time. So match your ends up, pull it straight. You're going to loop closed end through, and then grab and pull taut. There you are. I honestly have no idea what this knot is called. It's just the one I've always used. Alright. And then now we are all set to start adding our beads. So, looking at the schematics, we are starting with a single black bead. So go ahead and put that on. So I've got a single black bead. And the way to do these bead pets is you're going to put one of your cord ends through, and then you're going to take the other cord end and go through the opposite way. Just like that, see? So I've got one end going one way, the other end going the other way, and then you are going to tighten and move that bead all the way up to the base of the keychain. And it looks like that. And as you go along, you'll just want to continually tighten and straighten to keep it all nice and snug together. So that is the first bead. Now going back to the schematic for this dragonfly here, we're going to then put in another black bead into the main body, and then that is where we're going to start the first set of wings, is off of that second bead there. So getting another black bead, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to put one end through one direction and the other end through the other direction, just like that, and kind of pull that all the way up to the top, and again just kind of adjusting things to keep it snug and straight. And sometimes you'll have to adjust as you go, or even loosen a section and try again sometimes, depending on how much of a perfectionist you are. Alright, so now we're going to start on the wings. And these are going to be done in a single segment. So as you can see, if I can get a little closer, you can see the cross threading that happens. But for the wings, most of it is on a single thread, and it only cross threads through that center part there. So we're going to get, let's see, these are metallic greens here, MGR, and then metallic blues. And there is a little chart for that. And so I'm going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 metallic greens, and 1, 2, 3, 4 metallic blues. So 4, 4, and 4. And then I'm going to put those all on to the same cord, because again, looking at the schematic, it's all on the same cord here. Alright, so 4 metallic greens, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then 4 metallic blues. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then 4 more metallic greens. 1, 2, 2, 3, and 4. And so if we let those all slide up, that there is kind of what you're looking at. And so I'm going to go ahead and do the other side as well. One, 2, 3, and 4. And metallic blue. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Back to the metallic green. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Alright, so these are going to be forming our wings. Now, the tricky part is that we're going to have cords passing through this bead here 4 times. So it's going to be a little bit of a snug fit. So again, coming to this second bead, we're going to pass it through, going the opposite direction. And as you tighten it about, it's going to start to create that wing shape. Now I'm not going to tighten just yet until I get the other wing going, because as we add the wings, you can see kind of got this all loosening up. So we're going to have to go back and do some tightening. And this one's going to be the snug fit here. Passing the other side back through and tightening up. Alright, so now that we are at this point, I am going to go back and tighten everything up as best I can. So pulling this cord here to tighten this upper bead, and then pulling, and then don't pull these through. Let's pull that back out, and pulling these down to tighten up the wings, and that's the shape we are getting. Keep that kind of snug and flip it around. So you can kind of see what we've done here so far. So again, first bead through, other cord through, second bead through, other cord through, and then we added on the wings one way single cord on each side. And then once we did that, we again passed opposite through the second bead. So this bead has 2 cords run through it 4 times. And that's how you create those wings. keeping everything snug. Now to the schematic. So 1, 2, and then we're going to go ahead and add a third black bead in which the second set of wings are to be added. So I'm going to get kind of close so you can really get a look at that schematic. So first bead, second bead, we did the first set of wings. Third bead, we're going to do the second set before doing the rest of the body. Alright. I'm hoping this angle will help you see. So now we're adding that third black bead. So again, we are putting the cord in, going one direction, and then placing the second cord in, going the opposite direction. So there, kind of creating an X shape. And then you're going to tighten that all the way up. Just like that. And now to create the second set of wings, we are going to add our 8 beads again to each side. So 4 green. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then 4 blue. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then 4 green again. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Just pulling that up there. And then we're going to do the other side. 1, 2, 3, and maybe 4. 4, and then 4 of the blue. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then finally 1, 2, 3, and 4 of the green. And pulling those up as well. And so now what we are going to do to fully attach those wings is now run both cords opposite ways through this third black bead here. So we're going to run one cord this direction. Might have to pick it up, it's a little awkward from the angle I'm working at. So run it that way. And I'm going to pull it through a bit, but I'm not going to tighten it up all the way, so I've got a little bit of room to work here. And then running this secondary cord the opposite way. And tightening up. So now, as you can see, I've pulled this third bead out of formation a little bit. So I want to start by tightening that up. So finding the original, there we are, and then tightening up on those wings. cords down so we can continue the pattern, and just kind of adjusting as we go. And it can definitely take a couple tries before you end up with a shape that you're satisfied with. So just adjust as needed. Push pieces out of the way and pull others. Until you are satisfied. And then going back to our schematic. So we have done 1, 2, 3 of the black beads plus the 2 sets of wings. And so now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more black beads to go to create this dragonfly. So we will do them one at a time. And again, just running the cord through one direction and back through with the secondary cord at the other. And tightening that up. And again, doing some adjusting as needed. Right. And then the next segment. And the last one. All right, so based on the original schematic, we are done. So that is the completed dragonfly. You could do something kind of along the lines of the butterfly we did, and add a bit of a tail if you wanted for a little bit of drama. You could make the body a little bit longer. This is kind of when you can get creative. Otherwise, you are just going to tie it off. There's a couple ways that you can do this. I will usually just double knot it at the bottom fairly tightly and then cut off the ends. So I definitely used a little bit more string than necessary, but there's nothing more frustrating than getting towards the end and running out of string. So I've definitely had that happen, and it can be quite frustrating, so I tend to be a little overzealous with my string. Just cutting off the ends there. And there we are. You now have a completed dragonfly keychain. And I hope for those that were interested that helped walk you through it a little bit for how to do. But these are super fun. You can buy them in preset kits or just get a bunch of beads and look for schematics like this online. A lot of times they'll have these little diaphragms to kind of walk you through it, and you can get kind of creative with the color. But as you can see, there are quite a few more that we can do, so let me know which one you want to see next. Thanks for joining me today, and I hope to see you again.